All right, ladies, it is time for you to go from job to experiencing joy in the work that you do. And that is through building a profitable home based business. I know this might sound crazy and it might be something that is completely out of your comfort zone, but I promise that there is a passion project inside of you. There's something filled with so much purpose inside of you that it can literally lead you from your job to living a life of joy. You might be wondering, how do I know this? How do I know that any person can leave their job and experience joy? I know that because I've done it myself and I've also had clients do the exact same thing. I know women, I know men who have said, I don't want to do this job anymore. I want to experience joy. So it's my desire right now in this season of life to get as many people on board with this mission of leaving their jobs to experience joy. No, I'm not saying this is something that you have to do overnight. It's not something that you have to make happen within the next 30 days, 60 days. But if you are feeling like you've just been at a job and there's no purpose, there's no passion, and there's no joy, I want you to consider building a profitable home based business. There are so many reasons why you should build a home-based business. One, you get to do work that you love. Two, you get to work hours that you love. Maybe you're not a 9 to 5 person. Maybe you're a 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. person. Maybe you're a 2 to 4 person. Maybe you're an 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. person. When you build a profitable home-based business, you can do work that you love and work whenever you want. All right. But another thing, guys, not only can you work whenever you want and do the work that you love, but you can also work wherever you want. It's so possible. It's so easy to do. And we're going to talk about what you can do now. All right. The first thing, ladies, the first thing you must do when it comes to leaving your job and experiencing joy in a home based business, you need to first identify your passion and your skills. It's so important, ladies, for you to choose a business idea that aligns with your interests and your skills. This will not only make your work more enjoyable, but it also increases your chances for success. For example, many of you guys are in jobs or even businesses that you don't really enjoy. Okay. Sometimes we just get into stuff because it pays well, because we have the degrees, the education, the experience. But many people in these jobs and these businesses that don't really align with their interests and their skills, they find themselves in mental and physical burnout and nonstop therapy sessions, trying to figure out ways to stay home, get sick time, or vacation time. When you're not interested, you would rather be anywhere else than your job, than your career. It's burdensome to get out the bed and go to a job that doesn't bring you joy. It causes so much fatigue mentally and physically when you have to use all this extra energy to put forth work in a company, a business, or a career that doesn't bring you joy. But when you first identify your passion and your skills, and you actually choose a business that aligns with your interests and skills, it will not only produce the energy you need, the flow you need, but it'll also give you that creativity that you need to keep this thing going. You'll also be enthusiastic about learning more things in this area of interest and doing work. Sometimes you might want to, and this is funny, and this is a true story. My husband will tell you that I've gotten so passionate about the work that I've done that I've been up at all hours of the night because ideas are coming to me, because I'm wanting to put things in place. I'm wanting to build websites and curriculum, and I can't stop writing. It's so crazy. But put me back in my government job. Oh no, I wasn't doing anything after I clocked out. Okay. Even if an idea came to me, they were going to have to wait until I got back in the office before even hearing it because I was not enthusiastic about that work. But you find something that you're passionate about, ladies, and it'll be the best thing for you. All right, the second thing, and this is something that we share in everything. If you go on the lovingmefreely.com student portal, ladies, if you go to that student portal and you pull up all of the activities, the lessons, the lectures, the master classes, and every single one that is about business, creating a business, doing an online business, anything business related, we talk about market research. All right. So number two, guys, this is important. You got to do the market research before getting into any field. I encourage you to figure out what's happening in that industry. How are people working in that industry? What are the different technologies and systems that they're putting in place? What are people charging for their products and services in that industry? Are people able to do this as solopreneurs, or do you need a team? The more you know, the easier and faster you'll grow. So do the market research, guys. Conduct thorough market research to identify potential customers, competitors, and trends in your chosen industry. Understand the demand for your product or service and identify any major gaps or opportunities. So that last part, it's easy to find out the products and services that people are offering and what the demand is for that. But identifying the gaps and the opportunities will be something that only you can uniquely contribute to the industry. Okay. So for me, if I was to get into the food industry, I would probably realize that there was a huge gap on plant-based meals that lead to healing the body naturally, right? And maybe I would come from that space of teaching people how to cook and create really tasty meals from home that actually promote healing in the body. They're not just plant-based, right? Because there are some studies that say that certain plants don't really do what we all think that they should. But there are specific plants and fruits and seeds and different things that are grown from the earth that actually lead to healing the tendons, that actually leads to reducing the inflammation. And I could teach people how to do that. That would be identifying a gap, okay? That is not just fruits and vegetables and beans or whatever, but these actually lead to proven healing, right? Also an opportunity. If you see that a lot of people in your industry, they only have maybe this product or service that they offer in person, or you can only get it at a trade show, you should figure out a way to bridge that gap and give people access to it online somehow. Okay. And those are things that you can work deeper with a coach. Number three, developing a business plan, which is something that a lot of entrepreneurs do. There are some that don't, and it's a little bit harder when you don't because you're literally building as you go. But if you develop the business plan first, you're literally just putting things in place. So the first thing, guys, I would say is identifying your goals. All right, the target market, which would be your audience and the people that are going to be purchasing from you. Getting very clear on what you want to make happen with this business, who you want to make it happen for or with. Also, getting clear on the pricing strategy, and then how you want to approach the market when it comes to actually marketing and telling the story of your products and services. Lastly, you want to have some financial projections in there, because the last thing you want to do, ladies, is find yourself in a place where you can no longer afford to run this business. All right. Again, mentors, coaches, a lot of people can help you with the behind the scenes of this. This is something that takes less than 30 days to develop. And you could literally begin a business and start having something very profitable within 3 to 6 months. This plan will serve as your roadmap for your business and help you stay focused. All right, ladies, I'm going to keep going. If you do have any questions at any time, please put them in the chat feature. And at the very end, we will unmute and ask questions. All right, number four, having a dedicated workspace. This might seem very small, but having a space that you know you can separate from your family, separate from the noise, a place that even houses the things that are essential for your business is so important. I started my first business in the side of my bedroom, where I had this little space. It was a prayer room that ended up being the same area that I wrote my book from, and I just did my coaching from. It was just a small space in my bedroom that like kind of came off the bedroom a little, and it had its own little window and pillows and a table, a desk, a lamp, all those things. And it was just the perfect space for me. So I would take my coaching calls there. I wrote my book in there, and that's where I started. But when you designate a dedicated workspace within your home, that is free from distractions. It allows you to have a well organized and professional environment that can enhance your productivity as well as your focus. All right. If you do have a small space and maybe you feel like there are a lot of distractions, you might want to consider not exactly renting, because I don't think you have to rent these rooms, but maybe getting a space at your local library where it's an individual room that you can leave the house and go to for 2 hours and nobody will hear you. If you're in a position where maybe you have a full-time job and you can afford to pay, for a co-op space in your city, that's also something that will allow you to have a dedicated workspace that's away from your home if you don't feel like your home is adequate. But again, guys, I started off with a bedroom and a room in the side of my bedroom, and it worked out wonderfully for me. All right. Number 5, establishing a professional online presence. Ladies, this part right here. Now, this is what's going to get you those automated sales and help you to reach a larger audience that is beyond your family, friends, and your local community. Getting online is very important, and it has been the key to my personal success. It has allowed me to remain self-employed for the past not 2 years, for the past 6 years, since 2017 to 2023. The internet has helped me. So I want to encourage you to get out the comfort of your home and get information about yourself, your business, your products and service on multiple online platforms. Okay. You want to build a professional website and create social media profiles to showcase your products or services. You want to utilize online marketing techniques like search engine optimization and social media advertising to reach your target audience. This, guys, again, using free platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok can get you paid and can get customers coming to you nonstop. But you got to get your stuff online, okay? And even, guys, get your things online to a point where you don't have to be present for people to purchase from you. They can be on your website. They can grab your book. They can grab your course. They can sign up for your coaching program. You should never, ever have to be a part of the process. You don't have to physically be present if you're building a business properly with the online channels and techniques. Okay. Number 6, guys, and this is the part that for the introverts in this community, you might find it a little scary, but it is so essential, okay? A matter of fact, I just went to a networking event on Friday with my husband, and I met so many people that wanted to publish their books. Like, so many people talked about they wanted to publish books, or their parents wanted to publish books, or they had clients that wanted to publish books. And I walked away with so many leads and people that were like really interested. So you got to get out of your house. You have to build your network. Networking is crucial for any business. It's important to attend industry events, join relevant online communities, and establish relationships with potential customers, suppliers, and collaborators. All right. Collaboration is another thing that can take your business to the next level. And we'll talk about this during the Q&A section, and you guys can maybe share your products and your services, and I can give you guys some tips on who you should collaborate or what type of people to collaborate with. But it just makes building a business so much easier when you have a network that can help you build your business, a network of people that are buying your products and services, that are talking about your products and services, that are sending people to you. Okay. That is so very important. All right, number 7, guys, and we're almost done, and we're going to get into Q&A. Number 7, provide excellent customer service. Focus on delivering exceptional customer service to build a loyal customer base. Respond promptly to inquiries, address concerns, and go the extra mile to exceed customer expectations. Happy customers can become your biggest advocates. Now, this is another thing, guys. I can't stress this enough. If you are treating your customers, your clients well, they are going to tell people about you. Word of mouth is a wonderful way to get people to get eyes and ears and debit cards being swiped to your products and services. If you're doing good for someone else and are telling people about it, or heck, if they're not even telling people about it, if they're just showing people because they've gone and like, how did you get that started? Or how were you able to do that? They're going to drop your name because you helped them do that. So it's so important, ladies, for you to just um, build experiences that are based on serving the community, helping them, loving them, giving them the answers that they need, and just being good at that. Okay. If you can be good to your people will find a way of being good to you. A lot of the contracts that I have gotten that were over $5,000 for work has literally been from people who have said something about me. People who are like, oh, yeah, you need that. Or, oh, Marlia, Manny. Our $5,000 to $10,000 contracts are normally from people we don't meet on social media, but from people who have met people that have worked with us. Okay. So it's really big, especially if you're wanting to make a profitable online business, you could sell a million products for $10 each, right? And that could be wonderful. And it just goes to the next level. That means everybody's being satisfied. They're telling people, but you can also build a profitable based business by having products and services that maybe are a little bit more than $10. Maybe you have some things that are $1,000. Maybe you offer a few programs and packages that are 5,000 or 10,000, you know? If you do have a business that's home based, and we can talk about this in the Q&A, or you guys can just email me directly, but those price points, a good coach will have you raise your price point so you don't have to do as much work. Let's just say you have monthly expenses right now, I don't know, $5,000, maybe that's the average, I don't know, $5,000 monthly expenses, and you have your top tier product is a $5,000 product. You all you need in a 30-day time frame is one person to buy that product, and you have paid all of your bills. You haven't left your house. You haven't done a whole lot of talking on the phone. All your bills are paid because one customer is doing that. Now imagine you get 5 people to sign up for the $5,000 price. That's $25,000 you made in that 1 month. Not only are your bills paid for this month, but your bills are paid for the next 4 months because of 1 month, 5 people bought a $5,000 product. Y'all, it's math, and math is easy. When you know the math, it's easy. All right. So, next one, guys, is number 8. And this is the importance of this community and the spaces that I like to hold for women. It's important to seek out experts, mentors, and accountability. I personally believe this because there are some things that you are just not going to learn in business unless you know somebody. You can YouTube, Google, and chat GPT as much as you want, but sometimes you just need somebody to tell you, what software are you using? How much does that cost? What does that automation look like? What is your customer retention system? What is this? What is that? You know? And then people can also share with you how to 10x and go to the next level in a short amount of time when you just have some insights. Like my husband and I, we do a lot of coaching with our men and women who are couples, married, or even people who aren't married, seriously, that are just dating. And we help them build businesses from home. So just recently, we were working with a couple whose the wife was already a full-time entrepreneur, and the husband was in the process of becoming a full-time entrepreneur. So we were helping him to build his business while he still, had an income and all that. He recently got in a position where he was able to leave his job. We have everything set up. And one of his main concerns was, what is my insurance going to be? Now, most people who are full-time employees don't know anything about the insurance world and how to pay their medical bills in an affordable way in the business world. People don't know it, but entrepreneurs do. Entrepreneurs know the best insurance plans and ways that even a family of 8, myself, where 2 people are both at home and we don't get those, packages that full-time employees get, have still been able to afford insurance as entrepreneurs. But it took someone already in the business world to tell us where to go. And now we tell everybody else where to go, you know? The accountability piece. A lot of people have a lot of ideas. People want to release podcasts, they have cookbook ideas, they have coaching programs. And these ideas sometimes get to paper, sometimes they get to a Word document, but they rarely get out to the target audience because there's no accountability. When there's no accountability, yet tomorrow, next month, and next year is okay with you because there's no one holding you to a time frame. No one's actually helping you or encouraging you or motivating you or assisting you with hitting a deadline. So you, being the person that you are, who is probably always push back deadlines, will continue to push back. It's just in your nature. Okay. It's in your nature to do things for everybody else except for yourself. It's in your nature to show up for your job. It's in your nature to show up for family and friends. It's in your nature to show up for a church, but it's not in your nature to show up for yourself. But accountability makes you show up for yourself. So you want to stay up to date, guys, with industry trends, best practices, and customer preferences and technology advancements. You want to be open to feedback and continuously look for ways to improve your products and your services. All right. And you also want to remember, guys, that building a profitable home based business takes time, effort, and accountability. It's important, ladies, to stay focused and motivated and be persistent. If you guys are serious about taking your journey, you already know everything that you need is at www.lovingmefreely.com. You can, as a new person who feels that they're not really ready for any super hands-on hard accountability, stay at this entry level. Stay at the entry level where you just work with the group. You come in, we do Mondays twice a month. This month of July is on the 3rd and the 17th. If you can't make it, the replays will be there. But ladies, for those who actually need a mentor, who need the accountability, who want somebody to advertise and market their products and services for them, y'all up a notch. Have individual coaching sessions, do the group accountability, get the advertising. Y'all can find that all at lovemefreely.com. All right, so what we're going to do now, ladies, is we're going to get into some Q&A, and I'm really excited to hear from y'all. Let's